Huh. You have a point. But as long as John Hammond is in charge, the animals are gonna need me here to ensure that they're treated with respect.
Well, like I mentioned before, fever, swelling at the wound. Her eyes were jittery.
And she was delirious?
Yeah, very much so. She seemed to be having flashbacks. Kept thinking we were other people. That's before she held us.
How's your smoke? How the hell does Dr. Sorkin think we're gonna load all this crap into the chopper?
Dunno, but you better do it if you want to get on the good side.
Okay. Well, thanks. You've been a great help. Hey, Oscar. Was there any dirt on Dr. Sorkin in the mission briefing? If I'm gonna have to use the old Yoder charm, I'll need some intel.
Big-time protester in the 70s. Lots of animal rights crap. Handful of arrests for it. All of her InGen-related history is classified. Said to expect her to be a pain in the ass.
It said that?
Between the lines.
Are you gonna do any work around here? What, are we union now? If you want to tag along with us, that's cool. Just give Oscar his space. He doesn't do very good with kids. Or adults, or animals. Come to think of it, he doesn't do very good with anybody. Just stay out of his way. So, Sorkin.
Hippie type. Got arrested a bunch protesting for animal rights.
So, Sorkin.
Hippie type. Got arrested a bunch protesting for animal rights.
I mean, what was Hammond thinking? The man continually ignored the warnings of his own scientists over marketing people, shareholders, everyone. A disaster like this was inevitable. So that girl is your daughter?
Yeah, my youngest, Jess, 14. Hard to believe.
And
Dr. Sorkin,
as I told you, I'm staying behind to watch after the animals.
I'm sorry, but we really need to get you out of here.
Why?
Listen, Hammond really made a mess of this place. You have no idea. There's no hiding his incompetence after this disaster.
Well, obviously that's true. If you knew how I spent my youth, you'd be surprised to find me working in a place like this.
Someone needs to speak to the board about protecting these dinosaurs. You believe in animal rights, don't you? Wouldn't you put your neck on the line for them?
You're absolutely right, Mr. Yoder. But none of this matters if the board of directors...
I'm not supposed to say this, but I heard the board is going to hold an emergency meeting about, new leadership. If you were there, you could act as a witness to the events that took place here. They'd have to listen to you.
That's true. I hate to admit it, Mr. Yoder, but perhaps you're right.
And our orders also mention an assistant?
David. Yes. I'm afraid David won't be coming back with us. He told him to stay away from the quarantine
Dr.
pens.
Sorkin, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Now, before we go, I have some work in the lab that must be completed first. Dr. Harding, perhaps you and your daughter would like to assist me. I've been working on a cure for one of our dinosaurs' nastier genetic disorders.
Oh? Which one?
It's dietary. Right up your alley. Dr. Harding, we've done it.
And what exactly have we done?
Reverse the lysine contingency, of course.
Wait, what?
What's that?
InGen, Henry Wu, added a gene to the dinosaurs that makes them dependent on supplements of an amino acid called lysine. Without their weekly doses, they'll all die off.
You cannot give that to the dinosaurs. They need to be contained. If any of them get off the island...
Okay, listen. I've been working with the Parasaur's behavioral program for months now. If I go back to the mainland to fight for this place, they'll all be dead before I can get back, along with all of my research.
Parasaurs?
Parasaurolophus. They're herbivores, generally safe.
Let me give the solution to them, to see if it even works.
How many are we talking about?
Why don't you come out with me? See how much progress we've made with them.
Can we, Dad?
Fine. We'll go.
Cool.
I'm glad to finally have you out here, Dr. Harding, despite the circumstances. We've been doing some very interesting work with our parasaurs. Behavioral communication experiments.
You've interpreted their calls.
Some of them. And I plan to use that to get them out of the pen.
Out?
Well, I'm not going to treat their water with them still in there.
How do we know there aren't any bad dinosaurs around?
Well, believe it or not, the dinosaurs told me. See that one? She's the lookout. She'll stand guard while the others graze. If there were any predators in the vicinity, she'd be nervous and emitting a danger call. But she's not. She's calm. Jerry, you can activate the speakers from there. Jess and I will set the various parasaur sounds that play through them.
Dad, it's okay. I mean, it's safe, right?
The parasaurs will warn us of trouble before it gets close.
Stay with Dr. Sorkin.
So, what do we do?
We can't just shoo the animals out, but we should be able to manipulate them into moving using their own sounds.
Cool.
These speakers on the west side of the pen can be set to play a parasaur food call that will attract the hungry dinos. The speakers on the east control the mating sounds that will attract the more, amorous dinosaur.
What about the big set of speakers in the middle of the pen?
Ah, those emit the danger call. The parasaurs will instinctively move away from it.
So basically, we can herd the dinosaurs out of this pen using the speakers and their sounds. How do I turn on the speakers?
I'll have to tell your dad to do it when we're ready. Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
West Side speakers, please.
Don't take this the wrong way, but isn't this kind of pointless? They're just gonna be eaten anyway, right?
Some will, yes. But others will adapt, find places to inhabit, mate, and carry on the species. A much better fate than being massacred in this pen.
But they can't mate. Dad said the dinosaurs on the island are all girls.
Well, you can never be 100% sure about something like that. Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
West Side speakers, please. Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Activate the danger speakers. Need a quick reminder about how the speakers work?
Yes, please.
These speakers on the west side of the pen can be set to play a parasaur food call that will attract the hungry dinos. The speakers on the east control the mating sounds that will attract the more, amorous dinosaur. The big speakers in the center emit a danger call that will scare the dinos away from it. If we want to move the dinosaurs forward, we might need to give them a good scare from behind.
Oh, we can use the danger call.
Good thinking. Need a quick reminder about how the speakers work?
Yes, please.
These speakers on the west side of the pen can be set to play a parasaur food call that will attract the hungry dinos. The speakers on the east control the mating sounds that will attract the more, amorous dinosaur. The big speakers in the center emit a danger call that will scare the dinos away from it. Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
West Side speakers, please. Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
I need you to activate the east side speakers, please.
East side. Okay.
Do you think they'll really turn this place into a nature preserve after this?
Like Mr. Yoder said, that guy was lying through his teeth regarding the board. But it did give me a thought. This is a huge setback for InGen. Maybe Hammond's role as CEO isn't as safe as he thinks. Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
East Side speakers again.
So, what happened to your assistant?
Let's not talk about that right now.
Well, did you work with him long?
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Listen, he was a wonderful young man. And I am sad. I really am. But if I let that stop my work, then all these animals will die too, trapped behind the walls that we built. You understand? Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Activate the danger speakers.
finally! Go forth and multiply.
You're pretty good at this. Maybe you'll be a behavioral scientist someday.
Maybe I will.
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
West Side speakers, please. Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
East Side speakers again. Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Activate the danger speakers.
How come that one never moved?
That one stands guard to make sure all the others are safe.
Even when there's a danger call?
The lookout's the one that makes the danger call. When there are predators around, she'll stand her ground, drawing attention away from the other dinos. Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
East Side speakers again. Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Activate the danger speakers. Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
West Side speakers, please.
So I heard you were like a hippie protester or something in the 70s.
Where'd you hear that?
From Yoder.
The 70s were a tumultuous time. I fought for what I believed in, and sometimes it gets you arrested.
You were arrested? And you still got a job as a, scientist?
Paleogeneticist. And yes, youth is the time to be reckless and test your boundaries. It's how you learn what's important to you. Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
East side speakers again. Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Activate the danger speakers.
That's it. They're out.
Good job, Jess.
Aww.
Ah, this is why she was elected to be the lookout. What's wrong with her foot?
It's a broken toe. Feel free to have a look. I just have to do one more thing, and then we can leave.
Lysine.
If the dinosaurs are to have a fighting chance, they'll need this solution to survive.
I'm still not sure.
Jerry, this is my life's work. These are basically my children. I'm not going to let these creatures die because some bureaucrat can't stand losing control. They deserve their own lives.
Jess,
Dr. Sorkin?
Laura,
Laura, what's lysine?
InGen, Henry Wu, added a gene to the dinosaurs that makes them dependent on supplements of an amino acid called lysine. Without their weekly doses, they'll all die off.
Don't tell my dad, but I got a D in chemistry.
Then today should be very educational. The solution we were creating at the lab will reverse this scenario, allowing the animals to live out their natural lifespan. We just need to get it into the main water supply.
Okay, that should be easy, right?
This is a big responsibility, Jess.
I can handle it, Dr. Sorkin. I mean Laura.
Okay, Jess, let's get started.
I'm telling you, man, almost made me swear off Chinese food forever.
Yeah, right. I've never seen you refuse an egg roll. Ever.
I said almost. Besides, my date was hot. You remember the girl with the blonde hair, red scarf, what was her name?
I don't keep track.
Oh, you remember her. She was the one that was wearing the... Hold on. You hear that? Go, go, go! Oscar! Land the chopper right now!
No!
Do it, or I swear I'll take you down right now!
Billy!
Oscar, get over here! I'll pull you in! Come on, man, that's it! Come on! One more!
Billy! Tell that woman she's dead when I get in there!
Come on, Oscar, put those giant friggin' arms to work! Get in here!
Oh!
No! Come on, Oscar, put those giant friggin' arms to work! Get in here! Come on, Oscar, put those giant friggin' arms to work! Get in here! one stubborn son of a... Hey! What the hell?
No problem. You got this.
Land this thing, now!
Not gonna happen. We good?
No. Not so good.
Is the water ready?
Yep, lysine is now officially a part of this nutritionally balanced dino breakfast.
Excellent. Now I just need to get this water into the main supply and we'll be done. That's it, Jess. We did it. Jess, come up here. I want you to see this. This is how nature intended these animals to exist.
Wow, with all the running away I've been doing, I haven't had time to really appreciate them.
Oh, girl, take it easy.
What's wrong with that one?
Oh no. Raptors.
Jerry, run!
Jerry! Behind you! And run! Hurry, Jerry! Lola! Hurry!
Dad, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Those are velociraptors. Where did they come from? What are they doing out here?
Must have escaped from the quarantine pen somehow.
Raptors are highly intelligent. They'll find a way up here if we give them enough time.
Yes! It's Yoda!